Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Gavin, and in today's video, we're gonna be discussing the most iconic pop culture moments of 2024. Now, a lot of people are already jumping into their 2025 predictions, which I love. The delusion, the creativity, the occasional predictions that feel like they were written by a high ChatGPT, stunning. But we mustn't forget all that we have been gifted with this year in pop culture. Now, the objective of this video isn't to break down every single thing that happened this year in the world of chronically online Gen Z lore, but rather to bring us on a walk down... Yes? I thought someone knocked on my door. Rather, to bring us on a walk down the yellow brick road of 2024, if you will, and briefly stop at some of my favorite moments that I will never forget and will forever cherish. After watching this video all the way, I encourage you to take one final deep dive into your favorite moments of this year and really appreciate the gold that we have been given and manifest even more being brought into our lives in 2025. We have to start off just to get out of the way that this was the year of the pop girlies. Brat, Hit Me Hard and Soft, The Torture Post Department, The Secret of Us, Short and Sweet, Radical Optimism, Eternal Sunshine, Cowboy Carter. The list goes on and on. Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess came out last year, but Chaperone's whole rise to fame. I can't even talk about that in this video because that deserves its own video. And let me be clear, I have still not finished digesting all of this music. I don't know if I ever will, but I'm frightened of the year ahead of us. Wait, I forgot my pointer. With the way it's looking, the Sahara Desert of pop music in 2025. I feel dehydrated. My lips are chapped. My skin is shriveling up. 2025 is out here looking like it forgot to renew its Spotify premium subscription. I'm scared. Like Brat Summer? This one's for all my mean girls. We shall never forget Brat Summer. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. I think I'm gonna need Gracie from Sis Surprises with a super deluxe extended expanded universe album or something. Or else I'm gonna start having to make my own music. No one wants that. You make me wanna make you fall in love. Ow! Moving on. Yes, we did have Risa Tisa's 52-part series labeled Who TF Did I Marry? But for me, the most notable TikTok series or series came from Clinton Kane and Brooke Schofield's little debacle and arguing about whether or not his family was dead. Yeah, I didn't even know if I wanted to talk about these two because at this point they're both equally controversial individuals, but the chokehold that this had on me when it was going on, I couldn't go without talking about it. I'm gonna give you a little rundown in case you were like fighting in the Hunger Games this summer or just hiding in the Amazon rainforest. Clinton basically posted a TikTok promoting his new song saying, "When you've been over the relationship for 2 years but she can't stop yapping." That's definitely not an Australian accent, but Brooke did not like this. She took to the internet and basically ended Clinton Kane. First, she told us that Clinton's dead brother and mother, who Clinton had mourned emotionally in a few songs, were actually alive. And then basically Clinton had told her he had grown up in this like really rich Australian family and his... That's literally just the tip of the iceberg though. There's so much more to it. Personally, I would rather listen to Charlie XCX narrate an audiobook of the dictionary before explaining every detail though, because that is a mental roller coaster that I am not. I can't do that. Anyway, if you want a full breakdown, go watch Brooke's TikTok and maybe clear your schedule for like a week. I've done my part and now I need a nap. Ow, I just stepped on like 4 knives. I think those leaked pictures of Blake Lively's outfits on set were all we needed to know that the It Ends With Us movie was going to end with us severely disappointed. Now, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was well done. We just need to talk about the aftermath of the film. It's insane to think about how much control the media has over our perception of people and situations. Now, if I had made this video 1 month ago, I would have spent this whole section telling you that Blake Lively's presentation of the film during her press tour was insensitive and just inappropriate to the overall message and subject matter of the movie.
Grab your friends, wear your florals.
This basically just opened the floodgates for criticism towards Blake. Everyone was saying she was too old to play the part, that she ruined the movie. And there was even a second where people were saying that she didn't even read the book, which was strange. But now we find out that it was all actually a scheme. Hello. Blake and the rest of her cast were contractually obliged by Sony's marketing team to avoid the domestic violence aspects of the film while promoting it. Now all these months later, we find out that Blake is literally suing director and co-star Justin Baldoni, and we have text messages between Justin and his PR team basically trying to destroy her and ruin her reputation. The publicist proposed that threads of theories about Blake Lively be posted, and then Justin sends a Twitter thread of Hailey Bieber exposing her for like being a bully and says, "This is what we would need." And this is all horrible, but it's not where it ends. Blake makes claims of many instances of misconduct and sexual harassment during the production of the film. And what's incredibly affirming to Blake's side of this is that these claims were all made in a separate document in November 2023, way before all of the public turned against her and hated Blake Lively. So it's very apparent that Justin did formulate this smear campaign to just ruin her reputation. Okay, so I did originally go a little bit more in depth when I talked about this, but ended up cutting it out because it didn't seem necessary to the video. But so much more since I have filmed this has come out about this situation. So if you're interested in learning more, the story has developed and there are articles out there. Justin Baldoni is now suing for defamation or something, I think. So it's still very much a developing story. And now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go grab my floral cardigan and watch Big Little Lies. Maybe the color purple? It's wicked time. In 2024, we were graced with Cynthia Erivo's earth-shattering performance as Elphaba. But we were also lucky enough to watch Jonathan Bailey and Jeff Goldblum do Press together.
We've got a daddy. We've got a zaddy.
Zaddy. A what? A who and a what?
Am I a daddy?
Yeah.
You're a zaddy.
And you're a daddy?
I'm a daddy. I'm a very young daddy.
How many children do you have?
The only baby I gave birth to is this film.
And what a child it is.
They have this unmatched chemistry together that completely captivates you. I feel like they could make a presentation on thermometers. I would be sad. They're both equally really captivating people on their own, but put together, I'm like, I can't believe we got this for free. Hello? Before we move on, I'd just like to hold some space for these two. Yeah, that was good. And speaking of holding space, we're gonna talk about this lady right here, Tracy G. Gilchrist. The term heard across the world, holding space. Now I'm gonna give you a little lesson here, used in many contexts throughout the history. Holding space in its original, purest usage is derived from what a mother does with the baby. But in the context of Tracy's interview, holding space is about being fully Holding space is about being fully present and open to something. Like hearing the lyrics to Defying Gravity and letting them hit you in a way that they never before have. Or it's about holding your co-star's fingernail, getting them through this emotional moment. Where was my fingernail holding friend when I had to take my AP Chem exam last May? I really could have used it. But of course, the cherry on top of this situation was that neither of them had any idea what was going on.
So I didn't know what any part of it meant.
And one more thing. Now we move on to TikTok trends and sound bites. This is its own category because there's so much we could touch on, so we're just gonna zoom through a few.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
This was literally filmed at a Chick-fil-A that I frequent. And congrats to this girl because she has now 2 million followers and is an influencer.
Better find a mop, it's getting sticky in this bitch. You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful.
I don't really want to talk about this one, and I feel like you don't want to listen to me talk about this one. Now, the copyrighted music being taken away from TikTok on January 31st, 2024, where we woke up to every TikTok video with the sound under Universal Music Group muted. This was tragic. Looking at me doing a TikTok dance in silent, it was like The Quiet Place starring Charli D'Amelio. Now we have a few things that I'm underqualified to speak on, or unqualified to speak on. Kendrick vs. Drake beef, huge beef. I can't speak on it. I don't know enough. Love Island USA season 6, huge. We have some slightly less impactful honorable mentions. I want to mention This Is Going to Ruin the Tour. It did really leave a mark. And then of course we have
Hey man, came out this way, had to explain, direct from Domingo.
Those are my honorable mentions. I feel like I covered a good amount of topics today. 2024 contained a multitude of so many random and life-changing moments. I didn't even get to talk about Sabrina Carpenter making out with an alien on live television, or this. Or Moodang. Aw, Moodang. I'm sure if your For You page was flooded with as many Challengers edits as mine was, your year was equally as exciting or depressing. But that's the beauty of pop culture. One moment you're crying over Gracie Abrams' new album,
My Shayla!
and the next you're watching Timothée Chalamet gaslight an entire town with chocolate bars. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to overanalyze some more pop culture nonsense next year. And remember, if Sabrina Carpenter kisses another alien, I will be here to cover it. Bye!